cull, cull, cull,
dull, 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 gull, gull, gull,
hull, hull, hull,
lull, 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 mull, mull, mull,
null, null, null,
cull,
coal,
dull,
dole,
gull,
goal, hull,
hole,
mull,
mole,
null, knoll.
This place gets really dull at times. An extremely dull book.
The play is as dull as dishwater.
There's never a dull moment in our house.
The leaves were a dull gray-green.
Dull, lifeless hair.
His head hit the floor with a dull thud.
A dull headache.
Here, use this knife. That one's dull.
A dull student.
Dull trading.
Names of potential jurors are culled from voter registration lists.
Goats that are larger than average are culled from the herd.
Data culled from various sources.
The data had been culled from a variety of sources.
A black-headed gull. Hundreds of gulls were circling overhead.
They climbed onto the upturned hull and waited to be rescued.
First wash and hull the strawberries. Hulled barley. A wooden hull. A steel hull.
Singing softly, she lulled us to sleep. She was lulled into believing that there was no danger.
The tests have lulled the public into believing the water is safe to drink.
The disease is not common, but tourists should not be lulled into a false sense of security.
The vibration of the engine lulled the children to sleep. His father's arrival lulled the boy's anxiety. His friendly manner lulled her into a false sense of security.
I decided to mull over his offer.
He's mulling over the job offer.
He's mulling over the proposals before making any changes.
The company is mulling over a share offer.
The elections were declared null and void.
Declare the agreement null and void.
A null result. What's the null hypothesis?
Judges were unwilling to nullify government decisions. An unhealthy diet will nullify the effects of training.
The judge nullified the sale of the property.
Inflation could nullify the economic growth of the last few years.
Dull. Cull. Gull. Hull. Lull. Mull. Null. Duller. Dullest. Adult. Adulthood. Adultery. Adulteress. Adulterer. Adulterant. adulterate, adulterated, adulterating, adulteration, indulge, indulges, indulging, indulgent, indulgently, overindulge, overindulges, overindulging, overindulgent, self-indulgent, cull, culling, cult, occult, culprit, culture, culturing, cultural, culturally, uncultured, agriculture, agricultural, agriculturally, culinary, culpable, culpably, culpability, inculpable, inculpability, cultivate, cultivated, cultivating, cultivation, uncultivated, cultivable, uncultivable, cultivar, culminate, culminated, culminating, culmination, difficult, difficulty, skull, sculp, sculpted, sculpting, sculptor, sculpture, sculptural, sculpturally, gull, seagull, gullible, gullibility, gulp, gulping, gulf, engulf, engulfing, engulfment, hulk, hulky, hulking, hull, dehull, lull, lulling, lullaby, mull, mulling, mull over, mulling over, multitude, multiverse, multicultural, multifaceted, multitask, multi-pronged, multipotent, multipolar, multiracial, multiplex, multiplexing, multiple, multiply, multiplying, multiplication, multiplicity, tumult, tumultuous, emulsion, emulsify, emulsifying, emulsifier, null, annul, annulling, annulment, annullable, nullify, nullifying, nullification, bulb, light bulb, bulbous, bulk, bulky, bulkier, bulkiest, bulking, bulge, bulges, bulgy, bulging, pulp, pulse, pulses, pulsing, pulseless, pulsa, pulsate, pulsated, pulsating, pulsation, repulse, repulses, repulsing, repulsion, repulsive, impulse, impulses, impulsive, impulsively, impulsiveness, impulsivity, compulsive, compulsively, compulsiveness, compulsivity, compulsion, compulsory, pulverize, pulverizes, pulverizing, pulverization, pulmonary, catapult, catapulted, catapulting, expulsion, sulk, sulky, sulking, sulfur, sulfate, sulphurous, sulfuric, sultry, ulcer, ulcerous, ulcerate, ulcerated, ulceration, ultimate, penultimate, ultimately, ultimatum, ultra, ultrasound, ultrasonic, ultraviolet, ulterior, convulse, convulses, convulsive, convulsing, convulsion, revulsion, vulnerable, vulnerably, vulnerability, divulge, divulges, divulging, divulgence, Vulcan, vulgar, vulgarly, vulgarity, vulture, vulturous, vulva, exult, exulted, exulting, exultation, insult, insulted, insulting, result, resulted, resultant, resulting, consult, consulted, consulting, consultant, consultation, us, bus, fuss, pus, thus, gush, hush, lush, rush, brush, crush, thrush, blush, flush, slush, bust, dust, gust, just, lust, must, rust, crust, trust, thrust, dusk, husk, tusk, lux, flux, crux, buff, cuff, puff, rough, tough, bluff, fluff, stuff, much, such, touch, Dutch, clutch, crutch, buck, duck, fuck, luck, pluck, puck, ruck, suck, tuck, truck, struck, snuck, stuck, yuck, butt, cut, gut, hut, nut, put, rut, shut, glut, slut, strut, cub, dub, hub, pub, rub, sub, tub, stub, grub, scrub, shrub, club, snub, bud, dud, mud, thud, stud, blood, flood, budge, fudge, judge, nudge, drudge, grudge, sludge, smudge, bug, dug, hug, jug, lug, mug, rug, tug, thug, chug, drug, shrug, plug, smug, snug, bum, cum, scum, dumb, gum, hum, mum, numb, sum, thumb, yum, glum, plum, slum, crumb, drum, swum, bump, dump, hump, jump, lump, plump, pump, chump, trump, thump, clump, slump, stump, bun, done, fun, gun, none, pun, run, sun, shun, ton, spun, stun, one, cunt, hunt, runt, shunt, brunt, front, grunt, blunt, stunt, lunge, plunge, sponge, bunch, hunch, lunch, munch, punch, brunch, crunch, dung, hung, long, mung, rung, sung, tongue, young, clung, flung, slung, stung, swung, sprung, strung, bonk, dunk, funk, gunk, junk, punk, sunk, chunk, trunk, flunk, skunk, stunk, drunk, shrunk, up, cup, pup, yup, dove, glove, love, shove, buses, bussing, fussy, fussing, bustle, hustle, justle, rustle, bustling, hustling, justling, rustling, gushes, hushes, blushes, flushes, rushes, brushes, crushes, gushing, hushing, blushing, flushing, rushing, brushing, crushing, busted, busting, dusted, dusty, dusting, custom, suspect, unjust, justice, justly, lusting, lustful, luster, cluster, flustered, muster, mustard, rusty, rusted, rusting, trusted, trustee, trusting, interest, crusty, crusted, thrusted, thruster, thrusting, fluxes, cruxes, buffy, buffer, fluffy, stuffy, roughly, bluffing, snuffing, stuffing, scuffle, truffle, tougher, toughest, touches, crutches, touchy, touching, buckle, bucket, bucking, duckling, lucky, luckier, luckiest, plucking, rucking, suckling, tucking, sucker, yucky, yuckiest, otter, butter, button, buttocks, buttress, cutter, cutting, cutthroat, gutted, gutter, shutter, shutting, shuttle, shuffle, shuffling, strutted, strutting, clutter, sputter, stutter, bubble, bubbly, bubbling, double, trouble, doubling, troubling, dubbing, hubby, blubber, rubber, rubbish, rubble, rubbing, scrubber, scrubbing, snubbing, stubby, stubborn, chubby, chubbier, subtle, thorough, subject, substance, public, publish, buddy, budding, cuddly, cuddle, huddle, huddling, muddy, muddle, puddle, rudder, sudden, shudder, thudding, bloody, flooded, flooding, budges, budging, budget, bludgeon, fudges, judges, nudges, drudges, grudges, sludges, smudges, fudging, judging, nudging, buggy, bugging, dugging, hugging, juggle, juggling, luggage, lugging, plug-in, plugging, mugging, mugger, nugget, rugged, tugging, shrugging, chugging, sluggish, struggle, smuggle, snuggle, struggling, smuggling, snuggling, bomber, bombing, coming, scumbag, dumber, dumbest, dummy, fumble, fumbling, humming, humble, humbly, humbling, jumbo, lumbar, lumber, mommy, mumble, mumbling, numbing, number, rumble, rumbling, rummage, summit, summer, summon, tummy, tumble, tumbler, tumbling, thumbnail, thumbprint, yummy, yummier, yummiest, plumbing, plumber, plummet, slumber, stumble, stumbling, crumble, crumbling, drummer, drumming, bumper, bumpy, bumping, dumping, dumpling, dumpster, humpback, jumper, jumping, jumpy, jumpstart, lumpy, lump sum, pumping, pumpkin, trumping, trumpet, thumping, clumpy, clumping, slumping, stumping, bunny, bundle, cunning, funding, fundraise, funded, refund, funny, funnier, funniest, funnel, gunning, Monday, mundane, money, punish, pundit, hundred, runny, runner, running, rundown, rerun, sunny, sunnier, sunniest, sunshine, sunset, Sunday, shunning, tunnel, tundra, thunder, stunning, stunner, wonder, hunter, hunted, hunting, frontal, frontier, upfront, forefront, bluntly, runty, blunted, bluntness, blunder, blundering, stunted, dungeon, lunges, lunging, plunges, plunging, plunger, plunder, plundering, sponges, bunches, bunching, hunches, lunches, luncheon, munches, munching, punches, punching, crunches, crunchy, crunching, country, bungle, fungal, fungus, hunger, hungry, jungle, juncture, junction, puncture, punctual, tungsten, younger, youngest, youngster, youngling, bunker, dunking, funky, gumky, junky, junkyard, chunky, chunkier, clunky, clunkier, clunker, flunking, drunkard, drunken, sunken, shrunken, upbeat, update, upend, upfront, upgrade, uphill, uphold, upkeep, uplift, upload, upright, uproot, uproar, upside, upset, upstairs, uptake, uptick, up to, uptrend, upstream, upswing, upward, nuptial, puppy, rupture, erupt, supple, supper, Opper. Above. Cover. Hover. Lover. Loving. Lovely. Loveless. Unloved. Shoving. Shovel. Shoveling.